What's going on there? Fuck. Oh,
You fucked up.
motherfucker.
Good job.
God.
We'll do it again.
damn.
We'll do it again.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Everybody just shut up. Let me do the damn intro.
Infinite ammo.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Quarter Circle Forward, a podcast where we don't normally just talk about politics, any type of video games, or any other drama shit like Logan Paul or whatever. We are going to be talking about strictly fighting games. That's what the Quarter Circle Forward podcast is strictly about. I don't know if anybody knew that. Today we're debuting on Twitch because YouTube is being kind of weird, and I'd prefer doing it on here, and I just want to see how it's going to turn out. But this is episode 6. And with me today is Mr. Kaneki.
Yo! Yamcha is lit in this fucking game.
Nice. Mr. Rad.
I'm fighting a cold, but I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Awesome. Italian Stallion.
What's up?
Mr. Hades Manticore.
Hello.
Mr. Brendan.
Eating a horse.
All right. Mr. Lagaya.
I'm currently playing a match right now, so I'm gonna mute myself.
It's all good. He's here, though. He exists. And my name is Reapers. I am the host of this podcast. Renegade Operative is also the co-host, but he's currently washing his ass at the moment. So I will be taking over as usual, which is fine. A lot of news coming through about fighting games. It's been a while since we've done one of these, and I like to apologize that the podcast was edited and rendered and posted so late. I'm lazy. I got work. And you combine those two things and you get some delays. But this time around, hopefully we'll get things rolling a little bit faster. I got Mr. Hades going to be helping me out with the editing and posting it.
Oh yeah. Another person who's also lazy and works.
Yeah, so hopefully he's less lazy, but we'll see. I'll probably post it. You can just edit. But getting into the meat of this podcast, I feel like I want to talk about DLC for a second. There was recently like some sort of Evo announcement where they discussed about the games are going to be on there, and they also had announcements from the games that they were talking about. And one of these games is Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. If you guys are aware, but maybe the audience is not, this game is having some issues with DLC where basically I feel like a lot of the cast is locked away, being held hostage, in my opinion. And you're going to need to pay for it. Obviously, people know that Blake and... what was the other one?
Yang
were they're the rest of the Ruby cast. And they were quite upset that, to find out that they were going to be paid DLC. And, because the whole Capcom thing, and, people were upset about them. They thought that, ARC was going to be better than they are. But turns out businesses are businesses. They're going to take your money, and they didn't like it. So they said, we heard you, and we'll give you those 2 characters free. But in my opinion, I still think that it still sucks because we're still missing a lot of the Persona cast, and you're going to have to pay for them. But I want to know what you guys think about this whole DLC fiasco with this game.
This, to me, is a bit of a lose-lose situation for Arc System Works. It's obvious that this game was not ready for whatever release date they wanted, and not all of the characters were set to be released. They kind of did this as a sort of stopgap just to get a game out there, and we swear the rest of the characters will be out there by the end of the year. But to have half the Ruby cast forcibly paid for, it's just a huge kick in the groin, especially when the big appeal of this game is that Ruby characters are going to be part of it. So one of your big selling points was handicapped by this rushed release date. It sucks, man, because last year when this game was revealed at EVO, no less, I was hype. I was very interested. This was an unthinkable crossover, and they were ready to do it, and we were prepared to consume. We had our utensils ready to go, and then, oh, we'll give you half your food later.
Yeah, I agree.
It sucks.
What about the rest of you guys? I know some of you guys don't really care about Blaze Blue, but you know, what do you think about this DLC practice?
I don't mind BlazBlue, but in this case, I'm just going to avoid this game because half the cast is locked behind DLC. This is retarded. And half the important characters are locked behind DLC. Well, I'm sorry, but no, I can't support this game at all. Naming for Persona, I can't support this.
I've heard rumors around the mill that it's actually going to be a budget game. It's not going to be $60 on release. Obviously, I don't like the fact that half the cast is locked behind DLC, but if the total of the game is, you know, $60, if it's $40 for the base plus $20 for the DLC, I don't mind it as much as other people, to be honest with you.
This game absolutely reeks of a just wait for it to go on sale game. Because you know both the game and the DLC character packs, they call it the all-in-one pack, you know both of those are going to be on sale at some point.
Nah, screw that. I wouldn't even support that.
I'd say it's kind of hard for some hardcore players, fighting game players, to wait for it's on sale because, you know, obviously it's the new thing. Everybody's playing it. They're going to want to get their hands on it, and if they're going to play on tournaments, they want to learn characters. That means they have to buy the DLC to learn those characters as well.
That's peer pressure at that point. You know, just don't give in to it. Just play other fighting games. You got plenty of other games out there for you to play. Don't worry about it.
That's true, but you know, maybe they were like, maybe they were super hardcore, wanted to get in on this. Like, oh, I love Blaze Blue. Oh, I love Persona. Oh, I love you know, Under Night, and they wanted to this game in particular. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, true though, but there has to be like a line drawn in the sand. Like, what is your limit at this point?
Yeah. I don't.
Furthermore, this is an Arc System Works game. They have a very niche player base, and they're not exactly known for longevity. Who's to say when all of the characters are released and the 40-character roster is there and playable, who's to say anyone will stick around long enough to enjoy it? It could be a dead game by then. Who knows?
Now, I don't know if I talked about this on previous podcasts, but I did want to ask the question again. Is it better for companies, fighting game companies, to announce DLC after the release, like, or just not even announce DLCs at all and just, you know, release it surprise so people are like, oh, hey, you know, these guys are still supporting this game. That's nice of them.
I mean, I agree with the notion of announcing the DLC after the fact, though. But in the case of this game, locking half the roster behind DLC, though, that's gonna be a problem because people will be wondering where the other characters at are being unlocked or you got paid for them.
That's true.
So yeah, in this case, though, it's kind of a tough call, in my opinion.
And this game is a bit of a freak exception because most other games that do something like this, they at least make sure that crucial characters essential to a particular theme or a series are accounted for on the main release. Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle is like one of these unique cases. Yeah. So it really depends on the game and what DLC is being offered.
I agree. DLC is good, then, you know, obviously people are going to buy it. There's a new game coming out from SNK. SNK is not dead yet.
They've been doing incredibly well after 14.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're dead. I just said they're dead, but I don't think they're dead because they were dead before. They're like a zombie. They got resurrected, but they're not really all the way alive, in my opinion.
Look, a bunch of Chinese mystics got together one day and saw SNK just barely able to stand up and said, hey, we can do something about this.
Somehow, some way, they were able to keep the lights on, and they decided, instead of doing what we usually do and make a Guro 2, which is probably still happening, or doing, Fatal Fury, whatever, we'll do SNK Heroines, Tag Team Frenzy. What do you guys think about this game? You guys saw the trailer.
It looks fun, I guess, but it looks very casual. Like, not as a bad way, though, but you don't expect it to be your typical SNK game. Just something to pick up, play, have fun, and put it down. That's the impression I'm getting.
My problem is, apparently there's a rumor, I don't know if it's confirmed, but this game is a 2-button fighter. Please tell me it's false. Because I would not get that game if it's actually a 2-button fighter.
Is that true?
How's that going to work exactly?
The rumor right now is 3 buttons. Light, heavy, and special.
Oh!
3 auto combo button game?
I would say that maybe one of them might be auto combo.
Yeah, light, if anything.
Lord.
I'm not getting that. No, I'm sorry. That's not much better.
I think this game was supposed to be, or at least I think it should have been, Switch exclusive.
Should have been.
Because
I think it is Switch exclusive.
It is
I
not.
know
No, it's not.
It is not.
Wait,
No,
It is not.
It's coming out for PS4 also.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Hmm.
it is. Oh, okay.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about the PS4 version. If you want to get the PS4 version physical, you have to buy its limited edition they're offering, which is dumb. What if someone don't want the limited edition?
Or can afford it.
Exactly.
All I'm gonna say is Leona's the best girl in that game. Nobody else. You can put whoever you want in that game and dress them up however you want. You can have them naked out there if you want. That don't fucking matter because Leona's bae.
In SNK in general, she's best girl.
Amazing.
Her or Blue Mary, I mean, really.
Amazing.
I like Yuri Sakazaki.
Well,
Oh my, she is pretty.
if anybody watches this think my opinion is wrong, no, you're wrong.
I mean,
Waifus are trash.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
I also like Leona. She's really cool.
she's good. I love her.
But is the booty fine?
Yes.
Most definitely.
Oh yeah. Oh,
It's
there it is.
bodacious.
Ooh.
My
Oh.
cow.
I think I was
Excuse me,
the.
I need 5 minutes.
I think I was the only one that watched that Nipponichi announcement stream that happened 2 days ago or yesterday. Because I wanted to see Disgaea 6. I love Disgaea, which they did not announce. But they did have a little conversation with the developers of the SNK Heroine Fighters. And they basically asked them, hey, is this game going to be casual only? Or is this game going to be, be good for people that want to play it hardcore in the tournament scene? And they kind of just said, it's more for casuals. But as Rad, the day of the stream happened, he had a list of the mechanics that game has, and I thought that was really weird. Rad, do you still have that list? Because I don't have it.
Yes, I do.
Can you
So
tell us what it is?
there are a lot of crazy things about this that really remind me a lot of their 90s fighting games. For example, your life bar is split between this green bar, which is your regular life bar, and that pink bar, that glowing bar, that is a bar specifically for specials. It kind of reminds me of what they did for Art of Fighting, where special moves were based on stamina and you had to build that up. And whenever you tag someone out, whatever is left of your life bar becomes pink bar. So a lot of this game is going to be, you'd think it's like tagging back and forth and all that, but no. They have their own unique meter for tagging that's spent as you tag and refills throughout the match. So for a casual game, there is a ton to digest simply by the systems and what you can use and how many times you can use it. But this game is definitely unique. So it's like...
Absolutely.
As if that weren't enough, everybody's got their own little unique items that they can throw out during the fight, and I've noticed one of them caused like poison and such. So it's crazy. And also your health bar your health bar is shared. Like there are no 2 life bars. When 1 life bar falls, that's it. Oh, and by the way, your super causes about 50% of your special bar. And your super finish is the only way you can win a match, because if you deplete their life bar as normal, the match doesn't end.
So that's kind of like that PlayStation Smash
Weird.
game, right?
It's somewhat similar to that.
That's weird.
That wasn't the first thing to come to mind.
At least with that Smash PlayStation game though, it's easy to rank up that super meter and kill somebody. Here it sounds a bit more complicated.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm very interested in this game. As an SNK fan, I'm ecstatic. And this game has been teased and in the works. It's not like it came out of nowhere. SNK had developed this little webcomic. I think it's called Haphazard Odyssey, where they focus on like Kukuri developing this sinister plan where he kidnaps the fighters and drops them into this tournament. It sounds like one of those kooky, funny, humorous games,
Right.
which is very un-SNK.
It is.
I
It's
mean-
pretty interesting.
Yeah, I don't mean to go on.
No,
They've
that's
been they've done something like this before, back in the Neo Geo Pocket era. It's a game called Gals Fighters,
Oh,
which again was a female exclusive roster for the Neo Geo Pocket, which is their handheld.
Great
And-
game, by the way.
And in case you thought that this would be absolutely free of kookiness, the final boss is Ms. X,
Mm-hmm.
who it actually turns out is Iori Yagami in a schoolgirl uniform.
In drag, yeah.
They're bringing back female Iori, like from Capcom vs SNK when Jeddah would, or not Jeddah, when the one guy would transform him.
Oh
Dimitri.
Lord.
Yeah,
Oh, you
Dimitri.
Oh,
Shit.
SNK versus Capcom.
We also need a female Kyo Kusanagi.
No, we don't. Stop.
Oh, you mean that cosplayer?
That technically exists.
Oh, and Kyoko, yeah.
Yeah, Kyoko,
Oh,
she
you-
exists.
Man, DeviantArt's gonna have a field day if they announce Miss X on there.
Oh, they're already gonna do it.
Yeah.
Just wait for Blue Mary and Shermie for that game. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
Well, about that,
Yes.
it was mentioned during this event
Yep.
that the next character they have in mind is a grappler that
Mhm.
was not included in the King of Fighters 14. It's interesting because everyone
either.
they've announced so far, Mai, Athena, Leona, Kula, Nakaruru, Yuri, they're all in KOF 14. So this character is being made from the ground up.
Wait,
Also, no Blue Mary or Shermie.
It might be.
I think it's Shermie.
I think Blue Mary is in the next season of KOF 14 DLC, so
Yeah.
they could probably develop it in tandem with that. So
It's a possibility.
Also, what I would really like
Mhm.
if Shermie is going to be in a game, have her Orochi counterpart also.
If it's a grappler, can I get Hinako, please?
No.
Hinako. Oh no,
She would fit this game like a glove. Prove me wrong.
I love Shermie, but she's just super weird to play as when I played as her.
Hinako is a sumo wrestler though, not a grappler.
Boy, she is a grappler.
Boy.
My boy.
boy.
Speaking of
How
SN...
about-
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, how about we put Mei Li in there, the
Mei
girl
Li.
who does Taekwondo. She was only in King of Fighters 2002.
Oh, yeah.
Chaylin.
They have that fucking chick that uses a bird as an attack from
Nakaruru.
CBS2.
Nakaruru.
I
Yeah, she's
guess.
in
Maha.
Mahaha.
That's crazy. Speaking of SNK, KOF 14 is getting Oswald from KOF 11. I should be hyped about it, but you know, I only like certain characters from KOF 11. I know a lot of people really did like Oswald. Not sure how, you know, having him in the roster is going to do anything.
My dream of the USA sports team is probably never going to come true. So
No, it's not.
I'm just sitting here depressed all the time.
I feel like
but I
it-
think
Go ahead.
I think this season has. Sorry if I cut you off,
That's
but
okay.
I think this season's going to have Blue Mary and Hadern too. So that's pretty exciting.
I think you're, I don't know, I could be wrong. I think you're kind of the very rare little group that wants the USA team back.
Everybody wants the USA sports team back, man.
Is
They
that-
rule.
I don't
just
know.
want Brian back more than anything. I can live without Lucky and Heavy D. Just give me Brian back.
Oh, I love Heavy
Brian
D.
Word.
I love Heavy D too, and I love Lucky as well. But Brian's my favorite character,
Oh,
bar
Brian
none.
Word?
I heard Heavy D.
Yeah,
Huh?
he's
Suggestive? I was half
man.
paying attention because I don't know much about this.
What about
Okay,
Lucky D?
So
Lucky D.
What else? Oh man, KOF's doing that stupid silhouette thing again, where they have more characters coming in, and you have to like you do geometry and try to find out who's that Pokemon.
Guess who that person
Geometry.
is?
Yeah, you gotta pull your protractor and see how long they are and how width wise and shit.
Yeah,
But
I'm glad. I'm admittedly glad that SF5 did away with that. I hope everybody does away with giving silhouettes out. Just tell me who I'm buying, otherwise I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah,
Simple.
I mean the surprise factor is legit. I get it. You want people to be surprised, but
You mean what Cross Tag is doing with the silhouettes?
Yeah, just stop with the silhouettes. Do what Tekken's doing and just be like, here it is, that one of them, and then be ready for the next one.
Yeah, that's why people still play Tekken to this day.
Or do the silhouettes and then reveal them all at once, like NRS does.
Yeah, have people get soft because they see the silhouettes, but then get them rock hard when you reveal them.
Yep.
Time to stop.
Yeah, I think that's the true way to do it, in my
It's
opinion.
time to stop.
But Xkira did do data mining since now it's on Steam, and I believe he found that it was like Blue Mary, Leona's dad, which I've heard the name escapes me. You guys know who it is. Hadern. And
Oh shit.
who else? Some more people are in there.
Wasn't one of them supposed to be a brand new character? It's like a
Yeah.
female.
Mhm.
That Middle Eastern lady that they have concept art for.
Wasn't that like fan drawn?
Yeah, but I think it's actually getting put into the game now, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
Yeah, like it won a contest or something. I forget what it was.
It's a good design. I dig it.
Oh, I think that was the contest.
Moving right along, Evo lineup.
The biggest one, or second biggest one, I think.
We got a list of games that are going to be on Evo. Some of them are very, generic. You already know who's going to be in there. Some of them are kind of, head scratchers. And then there's some that's kind of like, you figured that they were going to be in. First one up, Tekken 7. You guys think that that's a good pick? Obviously you do, right?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Jeez.
yeah.
Tekken is king.
Absolutely.
Bring on me.
Tekken still has a rock hard fan base. I was watching some of NorCal Strong Style today, and they still put in the work. It's still very entertaining to watch, and I'm looking forward to it on Sunday.
Absolutely. I need to get back
All of
into
South
Tekken.
Korea still plays it.
Speaking of strong style, I got a friend who's over there right now. He plays Leo.
You have a good friend. Leo's good. I love her. You're playing Tekken right now, aren't you, Ligaya? Or you're playing Dragon Ball Z?
I'm playing Dragon Ball Fighters right now.
Hell yeah.
I was playing Tekken last night. I made Kazuya, so.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Anyways, next on this list is Super Smash Brothers on the Wii U. Yeah.
Jeez.
Brings in its own crowd.
Uh,
Brings in its own crowd, so it's gonna
Expected.
Yeah, I kind of
we're
figured.
gonna hear more Bayonetta bitching.
Oh man.
Oh, goody. I love hearing Zero complain.
If
I
you
was
are
gonna say the Salt from Zero was very entertaining at the least.
and
Is he
Bayonetta.
even going to play this year, or is he sticking to his word?
The guy that won last year?
Yeah, he said that he was going to retire.
I mean, I
Apparently, Salem beat him that bad.
Wow.
Jesus.
Don't be surprised. You can always, back their words. I mean, they don't back the words. They can always lie and be like, "Hey, I don't."
Yeah, he'd probably do that shit. He'll probably show up. He needs the money.
Exactly.
Yeah, so who the fuck cares about Super Smash Bros. On the Wii U? I know, I'm sure people do. If you are going to this event and you are a Smash player, please take a shower and please, be hygienic. Because
that goes for everybody.
Apparently, the
Yeah,
Smash
I
community
don't-
stinks more than anybody
I don't
else.
get that.
I don't know. Apparently, the Smash community they just smell a lot worse. But
They even smelled like college. Just to add to that, I mean, even at my college, which was a game design college, that's their main thing. Holy shit! People forgot how to play with water.
Can I say how even surprised I am Smash is even back and people are like excited to go? Because last year, if you remember, I don't know if it was last year or if it was the year before, Smash Wii U got treated like shit.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't they want
remember?
Melee?
It was less that, and Wii U just got like a small little corner just to do the brackets, and it was just so poorly run. It was a train wreck.
I mean, it's Nintendo people. I guess.
Meanwhile,
people don't
Melty Blood still being played in the bathroom.
Fuck
That's
those
funny.
guys.
Yo, parking lot grand finals? That's legit.
That's the best.
They
Yo,
use
y'all still hype for cross tag, but not supporting a game that is complete.
they use boxes and cardboard to play Skullgirls.
Oh man.
Matt, did you guys see that tweet that the creator of Skullgirls, Mike Z, I believe he was pissed off that there was a game in this list that made it, but
What was the game?
Skullgirls didn't make it. I believe it was Cross Tag. He said that he was pissed because they told him his game couldn't be an Evo because it was too new. But then he was like, so then why are you letting Cross Tag in and it's not even out yet?
Skullgirls got
It's
screwed really, really hard by Evo, so I don't blame him if he's pissed off by literally anything they do.
But at the same time, you know, Mike Z's kind of dumb. I played the game with people that are like were hardcore players on it, and that game is kind of bullshit when it comes to balancing and shit.
Yeah. Skullgirls is one of those games, again, with a niche player base, and they usually put on the mother of all side tournaments with every major they go to, so it's for the best that they're not on the main stage.
It's always a solid side tournament from them.
Hold on, they're not even in the size tournament?
They probably are.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
there's 6 months to build that shit up. There's going to be a Skullgirls tournament.
Oh, okay.
There'll be some closet they'll be in.
As long as we get to hear the-
Closet, hotel room.
Yeah, with the Gundam versus player things.
What were you saying, Hades?
Yeah.
I was just gonna make a joke, like hopefully someone plays John Cena's theme on Big Band's trumpet like last time. That shit was hype. Big Band might be the most hyped character in fighting game history. I'm
Is
not
that
sure.
for real? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
At the Evo side tournament, a guy hit Big Band's like level 5 super, and he played John Cena's theme.
But he does drop his combo and punishes Mike for a win. Bang with the level 5! And here's the level 5 play us song, Bang!
You can play whatever you want on Big Band's trumpet too. I've heard Happy Birthday and a bunch of other stuff too.
I know
I
this.
did the funeral march once. Dun 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 dun.
I know
Yeah.
this chick that I used to play the game with when she wanted me to get into it hardcore. She showed me a video of Big Band doing the Careless Whisper theme with the trumpet, and I was like, that's pretty cool.
I've seen Guile's theme
Okay.
done too. That one's great.
Well,
I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure. Big Band might be the most hyped character in fighting game history, if just for the trumpet playing stuff.
it's so hype doing the parries. I did parries to like almost all the supers, and it was great. Love doing that shit.
I can't play that game to save my life, but
Oh,
boy,
yeah.
howdy.
Oh no,
Same here.
I'll get mopped, but you know, if you do something cool, you know, you get hype.
Proud Beowulf main, still terrible at the game right here.
Oh, same.
Oh yeah, I love Beowulf.
I do too.
Oh,
he has that Alex color.
I'm still sad he doesn't have a La Parka color.
No, he has like the Batman joint.
He should have La Parka though. That's all I'm saying.
And anyways, gonna keep going down the list. Obviously, you know, obvious. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition is gonna be there. Obviously,
Apology Edition in full
I,
force.
for one, am surprised this game even showed up. I mean, who's even playing Street Fighter V anymore, right?
No one.
Yeah,
some people
really.
playing it.
It's not like it had.
Sakura.
It's not like it had overwhelming entrance at Evo Japan compared to everything else.
It did.
But Sakura, though.
Yeah, I think that was.
It's just Abigail Edition now. It's-
Abigail Edition. I'm very excited for
Very
August.
happy. I'm
Rest
full
in
support.
peace.
Full support of Abigail.
Full support. Everybody look back at Evo last year and everybody booed Abigail because of all those hype announcements. Oh,
Yeah.
if only you knew.
Abigail is pretty much the Eagles. Oh my god.
If only you knew.
They all laughed at me. Oh man. Next up is Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle.
Snorefest, I sleep.
It's the
That's
first.
the only confusing pick in my
Yep.
opinion. Is
This
cross tag
game
battle.
is going to be hilarious at high level.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the part everybody's missing. This means this game is going to be played at the highest caliber possible. And Japan, they love BlazBlue. So I'm looking forward to see how they control a game like this.
This game's going to be out before Evo, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time, because a couple NetherRealm games have been put into Evo despite not being released. I think, was it? No, I it's on the tip of my tongue. I think one of the Injustice games had like a month.
I want to say that's Injustice 2, because I don't think it was a Mortal Kombat game, so...
Injustice 2 was in May, so I think that's right.
Tekken 7 was at Evo.
Yeah.
2016.
Yeah, but that was arcade.
And then Injustice 1 was April of 2013.
It doesn't surprise that games are released so close, and by the time BlazBlue Cross Tag will be released, you guys have about 2 months to prepare for Evo, much like Injustice, much like MKX.
It was funny because in my head I was imagining people getting ready to play Cross Battle, and they didn't even touch the game once. So everybody's just playing blind. That should be
Fiesta
hilarious.
commence.
Yeah. Just make it work.
That's the best tournament. Everybody's on day one.
All right. After that, we got Guilty Gear Rev 2. Surprise, I guess. Not surprised.
This basically tells me this game is here to stay, which all the better.
Now, they had a trailer for this game, which people were getting pissed off about at first. I was too a little bit, because everybody was expecting Rev 3 or some bullshit.
No.
But they had a really cool looking trailer for an announcement for Balance Patch. I don't understand why you needed a big showy, trailer for it. I'm not saying that there's a problem with it. I just thought, I thought there was going to be a new character or, something, but it's like, nah, get hyped for Balance Patch. What do you guys think about it?
Hey, it's either that or we gotta pay another $20 for another edition.
You gotta pay money for the Balance Patch.
What?
No, I said that'd be hilarious. I don't think you have to do that.
No,
That would be so worse.
All I know off that Balance Patch is Jam is getting buffs, so you can do whatever the hell you want after that.
Wait, what game?
Pump up the Jam?
Yes.
Pump up
Jam
Jam.
needed it.
We're
too.
talking about Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2. Do you remember there was a trailer that they showed that was basically for the Balance Patch?
Oh. A trailer for a balance patch. Man, that sounds like Capcom right there.
Nah, I'm not going to say anything about that. Anyway.
They're buffing biking, aren't they? Right?
They're buffing how big her tits are, Kappa.
They buffing her to the point where I can use her without feeling like a retard.
I mean, I tried playing Potemkin, so I'm right there with you.
Jesus, man. Playing as Viking is hard as fuck. I know I probably
The
just
funny
suck,
thing
but yeah.
is, the funny thing is, when Baiken was first announced, people thought she would be dumb because of how her and the way that cancels work in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could practically do this safe move and then make it even safer. And then she's released, and then she... serviceable.
It's underwhelming, to say the least. Oh well.
New here.
All right. Going down the list after that is Injustice 2.
Ninja Turtles, man.
Yeah, you guys.
Absolutely the Turtles, for sure. I'm very excited for them, and plus, people thought last year was Sonic Fox's year, and it wasn't. That boy was proven mortal, so the tournaments will actually be interesting. Lots of young blood, like, taking up top 8. It's another exciting game.
Oh boy, is the tournament gonna be Black Adam versus Red Hood again? I can't wait.
As much as I hate Ninja Turtles being in there because they're not really DC, but at the same time they kind of are. I mean, I guess it's cool. I'm just that grumpy old man that's like, I guess, whatever.
I'd say as long as they have like a comic book history, I'd be fine with them being an Injustice, and TMNT does, so.
Yep, they do. They're starting to put out comic books, right? So, I mean, it's fair as fair.
So
I
when
guess.
can we talk about the Turtles being an Injustice 2?
Talk about it right now.
Big Apple.
There are gonna be 4 separate characters you can choose from. Thank God.
Yo, Ralph,
You don't have to get some gear shit to unlock them. They're there.
Yeah, you start with a thing for all of them, so you don't have to be stuck playing as Raphael bitch ass the whole time.
Hey,
Everyone loves him,
don't mess with Raph, okay?
There is a
Excuse me, Team Leo.
No,
Oh,
fuck
wait.
Leo.
Oh,
Leo's a
You-
fuck.
so
Two shorts.
there's a literal small price to pay for this. I believe the turtles, if you didn't get the character pass, they will be $9.99 on release because they're 4
Wow.
characters in one.
Yo, how you gonna charge them $10?
Okay, that actually makes
Wow.
sense. There are 4 characters in one, so it does make sense though.
That's like
I'm-
$2 a character. That's fine.
I'm trying
I
to
get
remember if it was the same for Triborg because that
it
was,
was not.
3 characters plus 1 secret.
No, he was less.
Okay, that's still weird.
It's
I guess the
40
turtles license was
Technically,
that much more.
Triborg is still technically the same character. We're talking about 4 different characters.
You're recording 4 times the VO too, so you
Yeah,
have
but
to pay
$10?
4 voice actors. You know.
That was serviceable though, to be fair though. So I mean,
If it was 15, then
Eh.
I'd turn my head.
Boy, I don't give a fuck about the Ninja Turtles, but I can understand how people like them.
Of course you don't.
Uncle Ruckus over here. I swear.
No, I
Fuck
I
'em.
just wanted Liu Kang to be in the game. Really,
No.
No,
I'm just kidding. Jesus.
no.
I'm sure the next fucking monster pack or whatever the fuck they're called. Combat
Download
pack.
Monster
the monster
pack.
pack.
It's not combat pack because that's Mortal Kombat, right?
It's fighter pack.
It is the combat pack for MK, but it's the fighter pack for Injustice.
Fighter pack. The next fighter pack's gonna have some weirdos in there. Hopefully,
It's better than Spawn at least, man. Come on.
Matter Eater lad.
Freakazoid.
that's Rikazoid.
I just need Spawn.
I would kill to get Freakazoid in Injustice. That's all I'm
Candle
saying.
Jack. That'd be cool.
And now he's gone.
Man, if those
crap.
idiots put
I
Elmer
should've
Fudd
seen-
in there, I swear to God.
Next DLC packs: Static Shock, Freakazoid, and Samurai Jack for no reason.
Dracula, because he fought fucking Batman.
Elmer Fudd.
God.
He fought Batman too.
Oh my
All the
God.
Looney Tunes, all of them.
Yeah, I'll go with Buzz Bunny, man. He'll be OP.
No, I
Scooby-Doo.
got one. Buzz Lightyear.
Did you guys see that
No.
Photoshop of Scooby Doo being in the cast?
Yeah.
If he wasn't there, I would laugh.
Hell.
Yeah, man. Shaggy Blanco. Unstoppable.
Fucking
I swear to
Shaggy.
God, this is no
Go
jokes are returning.
Ultra Insect Shaggy.
I think the precedent for that was like in the game's code, didn't they use the name Shaggy and Scoob to like disguise whatever actual character it was?
I don't know
I
about
guess
that.
I
First
think
I've
that's
heard of
the
it.
joke.
Oh,
I'm
man.
not sure. Double check.
Can you imagine if it's not a joke, actually? God damn.
I'd pay for that, man.
I
Oh my
wouldn't put it
God.
past them.
The uproar. I remember on the Injustice Reddit, someone was like, "Yo, we need to put Dark Khan in this game," and I'm like, "Dog, no,
Stop.
Dog.
Stop.
you stop immediately."
Oh, Dark Khan, okay.
Let me see if I can find it.
You have to put Shao Kahn in the game first, and
We have
then
Darkseid,
you
so
get to
close enough.
Dark Khan.
We have Darkseid, so close enough.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Ed Boon to somehow slip in Scorpion in there.
Yes, do it. Big people-
They never
I-
repeat DLC, so he won't.
I
be in
sure could
Injustice
go
2.
for another game.
You
where I
sure about that? I mean, it can happen.
I'd sure go for another game where I could play as Kitana.
Ed Boon would be such a shit that he'd have Static Shock on screen only to get pulled down into hell by Scorpion.
Yeah.
God, save the queen.
Fucking
I found the
A.
post.
Yeah.
Jesus.
They do mention Dark Khan, yeah. So
Oh,
I
of
guess
course
that
they
makes
do.
sense.
Raiden does because whenever he does his clash with Darkseid, he says, Darkseid says, "You look familiar," and then he yells Dark Khan afterwards.
They like to sneak in little references like that all over the
Yeah,
place.
And then
Yeah,
one of
they
the
did
Joker.
reference-
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, they did reference MK versus DC quite a bit, with Raiden especially. Whenever you meet up with Superman and do the dialogue and clashes, they mention the Apocalypse battle.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, and Sub-Zero and the Joker. The Joker's like, "You look familiar. We've joined in combat against Dark Khan."
I'm sure those are just like shout outs and Easter eggs. It doesn't necessarily imply MK vs. DC happened.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. They keep just saying it, so it had to happen somewhere.
And before MK versus DC 2?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it as long as they make it more, proper game. You know
If
what
you're
I mean?
gonna give it teen rating, make the fatalities
Teen rating.
not shitty.
If they're gonna-
Fatalities.
If they're gonna do fatalities, at least keep it against the MK characters only.
And
Yeah.
they
if
bleed
want to do
slime.
that.
They
No,
sweat.
no. Oh my god, does anyone remember the absolute brutal Kano fatality in that game? Oh my god, I throw up every time I watch
The
it.
backflip of death.
Oh,
Kano wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
gross.
Oh.
As brutal as the original Liu Kang cartwheel.
But that one kind of made sense because he's a Shaolin monk and he's not supposed to kill anybody.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Let's go with that excuse.
He threw that shit out the window too, and he would turn into a giant dragon and eat people.
Yeah, I mean, he still had the other one, but the screen went dark this time, so you know he died.
Good times.
Next down this list, you thought that you had enough of Smash. Well, too bad. Here's more Smash. It's Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Melee is never gonna fucking die.
Can we stop with that game already?
No.
This is the one game I strongly disagree with because we have Smash Wii U. That's fine. Out with the old, in with the new. The problem is that there is very little similarities between the player bases of Smash Wii U and Smash Melee. They might as well be two different games with two different sets of players.
That's why Melee's there every year, puts more bodies in, so can't really get rid of it.
Not only that, it's going to be at Sunday Finals. Like, why?
Doesn't Melee get more views than 4?
Well, Melee wasn't on ESPN for one.
True enough.
You're never gonna find Melee on Disney XD.
That's true.
Seriously, remember
Overwatch.
that. Disney XD aired EVO finals.
Disney Hicks D.
Oh, I mean, when Bayonetta's finally a Disney princess.
Yes! Bayonetta's a Disney princess now.
Smash first came out November 21st, 2001, for reference, for Melee.
Yeah.
I knew it was like early 2000s, so.
All the CRTs in the world will die before Melee stops being competitive.
Dude, the GameCube controllers will die.
Yep.
Be an oasis. Oh, man.
All right. Let's go down the list because I think. Wait, I actually had a question. Who do you think is going to have more attendees, Melee or 4?
Melee.
I'm gonna go with Melee.
Yeah,
I feel like Wii U's gonna have more, but it's close.
You guys predicting we're gonna get a announcement for Smash on the Switch?
Oh,
Not at EVO.
no.
Not Evo.
Nintendo is the type of company to announce that whenever the fuck they want.
Yeah, probably like on a direct.
I see an E3 announcement more likely, but even then, I still don't see it likely happening.
Yeah, that seems way more likely.
Okay.
Is an E3 before Evo, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna move down the list. New fighting game is gonna be added to the Evo lineup. It is Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Fuck yeah.
Japanese words I don't know.
Same here. It doesn't stop me from singing them.
I like to note that Yamcha is really good in this game, as well as Tien.
Brothers.
Here is the deal breaker for Dragon Ball Fighters being at EVO. English voice acting or Japanese voice
English.
Japanese.
English. I'm sorry. I can't.
Japanese.
English. Get that
I can't
weeb
over-
shit out of here.
Fuck out of here.
No,
listen,
Goku's
Listen,
Japanese voice. No, I can't do it.
But
I'll compromise. English for Dragon Ball Z, and we can have Japanese for Tag, but also we don't have to listen to Ruby's voice acting.
Thank
Okay,
you.
well, yeah, let's go with that.
I'm fine with that.
Everybody's happy.
this spot has been well earned because this game has been blowing up in popularity.
At least ARC made Ruby sound better in Japanese.
Yeah, like, the one thing about Dragon Ball Fighters that I've noticed is that, like, a lot of Smash players are also playing it, too. That's the first time I've ever seen that with a fighting game.
They're playing a real fighting game.
All the Smash players that wanted Goku and went to go play Goku here.
The one thing I don't like
Mm-hmm.
about the English voices is Goku Black's English voice. It's the one
What?
thing
His
I don't
voice is lit, man. Come on.
I just want my grandmother to scream as Goku.
The only English voice that bothers me is whenever I fight a Vegeta and he just gets beat up. It's like the most annoying sound. It's the dumbest, funniest sound. It's like ooh 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 ooh.
I like
How can this be?
That's why.
How
That's
can
why I
this
can't. That's why I can't listen to Vegeta in Japanese, because Vegeta in English.
I can't listen to Android 21 in any language, so I'm fine.
I agree. I agree, man. That chick is.
Fuck that character.
Salt?
Disrespect.
Is it the voice that you don't like, or just everything?
The voice.
The voice combined with fighting her.
She's just played off as like very immature, and that really annoys me for some reason.
Her good health is not bad.
I mean, it could be worse. She could just go Psycho Ball the whole time.
Oh no.
Psycho Crusher!
Psycho
Okay,
Ball?
maybe Athena not being
she's
it,
not
goes
Athena.
fine.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, you just referenced Athena, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I hate Athena Astamia.
21 to me is just kind of a dud of a character because she reeks of the most fanficish type of Dragon Ball Z character. She's an android and she becomes a Majin.
Is that just an excuse to have her as another fucking character?
I think they just wanted more women on the roster, to be honest with you.
Put Videl!
Get in
Or
Lunch.
Chi-Chi!
Lunch.
Chi-Chi can't fight no more!
It'd be hilarious.
But Zanya, even though she's non-canon.
Need them joke characters. Love joke characters.
Lord.
I mean, I like 21 for reference. It's just like having to listen to her talk about eating people got really disturbing after a while.
If we didn't have to deal with the mortality of the actors, put Bulma in this game.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna get resurrected anyways. Might as well.
The real one is no longer.
Use the Dragon Balls to resurrect her voice actors for this one game.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. What the hell?
Do it.
That's sad. I was gonna say something stupid about this game. Fuck, I forgot. Oh yeah. If you are in this podcast in the chat or listen to this later on, and you're telling me to tell you that she's the hottest thing in here, let me remind you, sir, and/or madam, and/or whatever you are, that she is in fact 10 years old, and you need to get arrested right now. Turn yourself in to the police immediately, because you are a pedophile.
No, stop, Rippers.
The hottest 10-year-old MILF in fighting games.
Well,
she's an android. So even if she's 10 years old, it wouldn't really count anyway. So
okay, for reference,
May I remind you, this is the same company that developed Dizzy.
Wait, hold on. For reference, though, they're only talking about her being an android for 10 years, not her age.
hold on, what's that noise? It's the police. Open up, Rad.
No. She said she was 21.
She said she was 18. That's right.
Likely story.
I get it. Jokes.
Go to Japan, you'll feel safe. Oh wait.
Oh Lord. Another thing I was gonna ask is what I actually bought the game today. I have not booted it up yet. I will boot it up later. But you guys obviously have been playing it for quite some time. What do you guys think? Any problems? Any give me the good, give me the bad.
Servers are really bad right now, but gameplay wise, it's really fun.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the story is just far too much to go through. It's very, very grindy. And the only thing you get out of it is a character, which you could probably grind your way to unlocking her anyway.
Oh, is it the Majin?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can also get Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta. You can unlock them by other means.
Yeah, pay for them.
Yeah.
Or you can pay for them.
I just pre-ordered, and that's how I got them.
Wait a minute.
Same.
Pay for them?
Yeah, you can unlock them early. Just
With
by paying
money?
like, what, $4?
Yeah, you mean real money, not Zenny? Wait, hold on.
Don't you get them just by beating arcade, though?
Yeah, you can get them by being an arcade.
Yeah,
on
there are multiple
Marvel.
means to get those characters.
I was about to say.
But Android 21 seems to be the exception where there's two ways.
Yep.
Either beat story mode or build up your Zenny to a certain amount, I've heard.
I keep blowing all my Zenny capsules in the hopes that I can get a lobby avatar of Baseball Yamcha. I want it so bad.
I have Mo Howard Gohan. I am set.
Hold on, you know
I
what?
have Piccolo.
Yay!
Let me see if I do have baseball Yamcha.
What
I have
about
casual.
What about
Piccolo.
casual pick? I was about to say that casual Piccolo though.
That's my lobby avatar right now because it's awesome. Can you get Vegeta in his Badman shirt as a lobby avatar?
Pink shirt.
Oh my god.
Don't know yet.
Oh my
For
god.
casual
No
Goku.
way.
I don't play Vegeta, but that'll be my lobby
Bring
avatar if I don't have
Vegeta
baseball.
with his mustache.
Get watching Vegeta.
Policeman Krillin.
Oh, I do got Yamcha on the baseball.
Fuck.
So it's like
Everyone
a,
has it but me.
it's like a
Or
gotcha
curling with
system.
hair. Yeah, it's a gotcha system.
Jeez.
Pretty much.
All right.
You get Zenny out the ass though, just by playing the game like story or arcade, or by doing quests in the lobby. There's quests. to do.
Heck, just do the tutorials.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Pretty much.
I've been seeing a lot of stuff online on Twitter. In fact, they were telling me that servers are fucked. Obviously, the guy has said, confirmed that. What do you guys think about the online play? What's, what needs to get fixed? What's good about it? What's bad?
They need to refine the crap out of the matchmaking with normal parameters like 4 bars and above, someone that's the same skill as me. It on average takes me about 5-10 minutes just for a match to be found.
That's really
If
bad.
they want to refine the online, that's probably the first place you start. Matchmaking, and just doing a regular lobby with friends. That's a task in and of itself.
They haven't learned from Guilty Gear, didn't they? No invite system, I meant.
Yeah, like I just got kicked out of a lobby and I'm just chilling there.
That's crazy.
job.
I don't understand.
Yeah, the lobby systems really need to be refined. That's like the only downfall of DBFC right now. Everything else is stellar, but that's the biggest problem.
I don't understand how they kind of like overlooked that. I feel like that's a big part of online play. Maybe I'm wrong. What do you guys think?
Well, for this game, yes, the online is most important for this game. Just because some people can get into fast matches doesn't mean other people can. It's still an issue, and
Right.
they need to fix it.
Okay.
Also, fix ring match because some people still can't get into that, which is dumb.
Would you recommend this game to any new players out there?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's simple enough to where anybody can pick it up, but all the technical depth is still there. There's still so much you can do and learn and stuff. So
Just avoid Frieza's wake up motion.
Next question for this game, in fact, is how bad is the rage quitting?
It's super bad. I was
cowards.
Yeah, I was playing a match yesterday, and I was basically doing what I needed to do with my Goku Black, my Trunks, and my Yamcha. And this dude was also beating me, but when I got the upper hand on him, as soon as he lost his first character, he rage quit.
Take your lumps, pussies.
This reminds me of Street Fighter V at launch, when they actually fixed the server. There was a lot of people in ranked match rage quitting, just when you're about to get a higher rank. And this is ridiculous, and they still haven't fixed it to this. You know what? No, this isn't just this game. It's other games that, if you rage quit, you'll probably not get penalized.
Okay.
Which,
Good.
Which a lot of companies, working on fighting games, they should. Capcom did it at one point, but I remember they got rid of it, which I don't understand why.
Wasn't it because when people would rage quit, it didn't know who actually did the rage quitting, so it punished both people?
And really, is that why they got?
Yeah, I remember Ultra David tweeting about it. He's like, "Why do I have the rage quitter tag? I've never rage quit." And it's just because they couldn't parse the data properly, so everybody was getting punished, so they got rid of it.
For what game?
Street Fighter V.
I think the same thing happened in Killer Instinct too, actually.
But they could have fixed it though. They have time to fix.
That's
I don't
scary.
understand.
That's
That is scary.
Because if I'm playing online, and my lights go out or something, it's like, did I rage quit? Am I considered the rage quitter?
Yes.
At least Mortal Kombat did it right. Like, if someone rage quits, or if someone were to, for example, if someone rage quits, or if someone's power goes off, then whoever disconnects gets punished.
Somebody in the chat said, didn't Rage Quit Hell exist in UMVC 3 and Ultra Street Fighter 4?
Oh yeah,
A couple of games have done that. I know Killer Instinct did it.
What is that? That's you're locked in jail with a bunch of other rage quitters and you have to fight to get out.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You fight people with similar completion rate.
Right. Do you guys, let's say you're playing ranked, that's, in case you actually get into a ranked match, and they rage quit, do you still get points or you just get fucked?
Get fucked.
You get
0.
You get no points.
The match never completed.
That's
Just
Every
like
game.
Just like other fighting games that has no rage quit implement thing.
That's no good. What would you guys want in the rage quit? If you guys could, give advice to rage quit functions, what would you guys want? The hell system, or the embarrass the opponent thing, or whatever?
You need to bring back the Home for Infinite Losers tag.
Oh,
Make it a
yes.
tag.
Jesus.
Well, I would like
Put it next to their name. That little square they've got there. It's like the color of the skill of the player. Turn that thing like
Pink.
pink and give him an HFIL title.
what I would like is if they rage quit and they go into a rank match, they are at risk of being demoted. So and if they rage quit again, they get demoted automatically.
I was about to say they should just get demoted after they rage quit in the snap.
I was gonna say, I'm fine with the low priority queue. That's what I like more than anything. Just call them all into their own little thing. Let us just play normally.
and let us earn like more points for that as well.
Absolutely. Okay, those are good ideas. Let's finish up this list. I think there's actually that's it.
There's only 8
games.
Oh, but where's Marvel? Oh wait.
Yeah,
that is indeed the elephant in the room.
That is what we're going to talk about next. It is very clear, very, very clear that Marvel is in fact no longer breathing. In my opinion, not at this moment, but everybody in here thinks it's just a corpse, which is fine. Marvel has been taken out of EVO, and it's also being taken out of the Capcom Cup.
Yes, sir.
What do you guys think about it?
Well
earned.
For it, though.
I mean,
there's still gonna be side tournaments for Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't even care.
A lot of the higher players in the Marvel community are already trying to organize a side tournament.
Yeah.
You have a shitty roster, people don't play the game.
Have a shitty game, people don't play your shitty game.
Yeah.
It's well earned. Like, I know everybody is like pointing fingers and all over the place, but the fact of the matter is, it's a game came out like shit, and it died because of it, basically. And well, what are you gonna do? Can't really help it that Capcom bungled everything in regards to this game. So,
I do think this is it's just me thinking about this, and I'm the only one that believes it. Is that MVCI is going to be dormant until they get the funds from Monster Hunter World. They're going to get a big chunk of that, and they're going to actually fix it and probably do what Arcade Edition did and get like a big overhaul of the UI and probably characters and hopefully character designs. I don't think they're going to fuck with the voice acting because they're not going to do that.
I wish.
So Venom's always going to sound like Carnage.
Oh my god, can we not have Ghost Rider sound like that? It triggers me.
Nah,
Morgan's going to still sound like Sindel from Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
But I do think
the movie.
I do think this is not the last we've heard of MVCI. It's going to be back, and but the thing is, if it does come back, I am not sure if people are going to want to come back to it. It really depends on what they show. But again, this is just what I personally think is going to happen, but I could be wrong, and I probably am wrong. That's all I got to say about it.
I admire the optimism, but I think the money that you would need to put into MVCI to put it in any sort of like decent state, it's just going to be too much for Capcom. So it's just easier for them to just drop it, wash their hands, and move on with it, and just focus on SF5 for now.
I'm actually surprised that this game didn't even get 1 year, like a one and done. Like, it at least needed that. The numbers for everything else are still pretty high compared to games that actually got into EVO this year. Which leads me to believe, do you remember a while back where there was a video that leaked for the esports proposal? And it was mentioned that Capcom and Marvel went 50-50 on this funding for an esports league.
Okay.
Like 2018, they wanted whatever Marvel thing they had to run parallel alongside the Capcom Pro Tour, if not be added to the Capcom Pro Tour. Which leads me to believe that if you don't see MVCI at like a major or an EVO-sized tournament, Marvel probably said no. It's not, and Marvel's been keeping an eye on their video games department. They seem to be dumping games that they feel are not up to their quality standard. And my guess is MVCI was another victim of that standard.
Okay.
Okay, question
Mhm.
though. Didn't Marvel give Capcom a short window to develop the game and release it?
No.
I heard rumors about that as well. Like they gave them a short window, so they had no choice but to rush it out as quickly as they can.
No, I believe that was MVC3. MVC3. Then they had to hurry up with Ultra.
Yeah,
I ain't
MVC3
talking about
was.
Ultra.
yeah,
I mean like for Infinite. 'Cause I heard that rumors about Infinite. I ain't talking about Ultra. I know what's up with Ultra because their licensing deal was about to expire, so they had to rush out Ultimate. I know about that.
I have no idea. I have not heard anything about that. You probably have sources that I don't have.
It's.
Sure.
I think MVCI was given the typical 2 years.
Mhm.
I don't know about that.
I don't recall. I don't recall any news.
Because they after Disney announced they were going to license out their games again, though that wasn't 2 years by the time MCI came out.
And from announced to release for Infinite was like less than a year. I don't know how long it's been like in gestation before that, but it seems like it had a very short window and a very meager budget, obviously, as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I mean. Like they had to give them like a rush window or something. It doesn't really add up.
Here's a year and one half of a season of SF5 DLC as your budget. Go fucking nuts.
It's all speculation. Like we don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. We're just getting rumors, and we don't know if they're true. I'm not sure. This is the first I've heard of this bullshit, but I don't know. I don't know.
Writing was on the wall regardless.
In the words of John D, fuck that game anyway.
What a bastard! The game's gonna come back. It's gonna show all you faggots that it's the best goddamn game out there. It's like, man, I don't know.
It'd be a great quote from John D.
We're back, bitches.
Necromancer of MBCI.
Alright, well, we know that's dead, but my real question is what the fuck happened to KOF? KOF is also not there. KOF is doing better than MBCI, I think.
I feel like KOF has its place. It's SNK's never really been big in the United States. There have been like spurts and peaks, but it's never really maintained itself compared to other fan bases. Plus, it was at EVO Japan this year.
Thank God.
Isn't like SNK big in like Latin America or whatever?
It is.
They're big in like Latin America, China, and I think the Middle East too.
That's a surprise.
Evo Brazil.
Plus, whenever KOF is at EVO, they usually have low player turnouts.
Real shame.
Hype moments, though, not gonna lie. Grand finals for KOF 14 last year is hype. Especially with Don't Wake Daddy. That shit was hype as fuck.
Does not opt. The command grab! Don't wake Daddy!
My opinion, I don't think Oswald's going to add anything to it. I'm sure he's a fun character, and I'm very glad that they added him to it because we don't really see a lot of the KOF 11 people. But I don't think it's going to really help with numbers, in my opinion. But I don't think you guys consider KOF 14 dead, right?
No, just in the US, I guess.
Okay.
I can't speak on that personally, so.
Yeah. That's done with the list. That's done with the dead bodies that we left behind. I did want to talk about Soul Calibur 6. It did have a trailer with a couple of characters in there. A lot of characters that I cannot pronounce, so you guys will probably catch me on it. The first character that I have on this list, I think is the best looking character. He looks cool. He looks like a protagonist. It's Groh, G-R-O-H, Groh. Am I saying that right?
I think so.
Yeah.
He looks cool.
No, you're sure it's wrong.
Yeah, I think so.
It's pronounced Gua.
Gua.
You guys like that under oath O.
Jean Gua.
Grow. Well, he looks cool in my opinion. Have you guys seen what he looks like?
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah. The samurai looking dude.
Not samurai.
Or did I say samurai? My bad.
That's
People were
Mitsurugi.
People were saying that Gro looks more like Patroclus from
Yeah.
Soul Calibur 5.
I was gonna say it's like a cool version of that nigga.
Cool version, yeah.
This guy's Darth Maul sword.
Yeah.
Next character is Killick. Is that how you say it?
Keelik.
Keelik.
And it says here in quotes, and possibly evil Keelik.
What?
That's what
That's
it says.
new.
Wow.
Oh, that's spooky.
Yeah,
Okay.
their little teaser's a bit of a question mark. I don't think he's a separate character. It feels like a form and so forth.
That's new.
Mitsurugi, I think we already know that he was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nightmare.
that's my man.
Boy.
Nightmare was shown to be in there.
Nightmare coming in on his chariot horse.
This giant,
Yes.
gigantic hand.
Yeah.
That's Nightmare, not that garbage we had in 5. What the fuck is
I never understood what the giant arm was about.
It's just a part of the form.
Yeah.
Is it just Soul Edge corruption, basically?
A little
Yeah.
bit of malfestation from Soul Edge. Like, that's been a thing with Nightmare.
Now I'm gonna sound really stupid because I am not familiar with the story of Soul Calibur. But is it that if you have like the Soul Edge, you become Nightmare?
For the most part, yes.
Yes.
That's cool. I'll say that's cool. Next person is Sophia.
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 I want to say Sophia, but there's no,
Yeah, I know. I
Sophia.
get
T.
sometimes myself.
Sophidia, Fidia. So,
Yeah.
Pretty
Sophia was part of the original reveal of the game.
oh, that was the
Yeah.
blonde chick, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And then Zhanghua.
Shanghua.
Shanghua.
There's fucking X name.
He's
Shang-
Chinese.
Shanghua.
Yeah.
That's the character I'm happy about, and just she's back finally. We don't have to worry about her stupid kid anymore.
Hooray. Let's just
What about
pretend all those losers.
I'm sure a lot of these returning characters is going to be great. We don't have to worry about their stupid kid anymore.
Lord.
We get Taki back, that's all that matters.
Yep.
Can we get Yoda?
No.
No.
Can we get
You like,
Necrid and Spawn back,
Stickers?
please?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'm
What
just
do
kidding
you
with yoga.
What do you guys want as a guest?
It could be anybody, honestly.
I mean, if you had to pick,
Noctis, Kappa.
if you had to pick, not what you think is actually gonna be in, but what you would want.
As far as a original character, I wouldn't mind seeing Dante to make a guest character because he was supposed to be in 3. So,
Featuring Dante.
why
It
not?
needs, yes. Him or Virgil, I don't care.
Okay. Anybody else?
I want the bounty hunter from Darkest Dungeon as a guest character.
Just because I'm a Star Wars guy, Darth Maul.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say Ray for a second.
No. Or Voldemort, that'd be hilarious.
I would absolutely love to see a Samurai Shodown character in this game, particularly Nakaruru.
No!
Yes.
No, Kururu! Oh!
She would so fit in this game.
Man,
Mario
I will
would be
drop
my
that game
pick.
for life.
Bring back Andrew and his gun, come on.
Yeah, my dream game is obviously Soul Calibur versus Samurai Showdown. So one step closer.
I would
Goodbye.
want
Woodbine.
to see. I have two people in my mind. One is obvious is William from Neo.
Oh, that would be
Good
nice.
choice.
That would also be a good choice.
That to me, I think it's believable as an actual guest character to be in there. Another one that's kind of like a joke one is Travis Touchdown.
Oh.
It's not too
yes.
outrageous, but
Hammer,
I still think I got the ultimate joke one, Lord Voldemort.
yeah, or Henry Cooldown was pretty cool.
Or Laura Multiblood. I don't know.
could this be the time for Dante?
Yes.
It should be.
Oh,
Inferno?
man. Dude, if they don't announce DMC5 in this year's E3, people are gonna fucking
People
start
are
killing
going to be
people.
livid, man.
You
I've been
know?
saying they're gonna announce DMC5 for like 10 years now.
That the director,
But
what's his
it
name?
exists already.
What's his name? Brandon, the director of.
It's Sono.
It's Itsuno.
Itsuno's been apologizing for years on his Twitter. Like, we are sorry we didn't show anything on E3.
Yeah,
and
he
shit.
promised the year before that, or earlier the same year, saying with game to show off.
Yeah.
The year that he was talking about.
It
But nothing
really
happened.
reeks as after DMC happened. It really reeks of one of those games that they want to knock out of the park.
Monster Hunter World, huh?
Yeah, basically, that might as well just make it Democrat world. There you go, problem solved.
That's more money
Double.
for MVCI to come back.
To the dumpster, let it stay there.
MVCI is
Quick,
pretty
throw
much a
money at
symbiote.
this coffin.
Yeah, MVCI is pretty much a symbiote. It's just eating you.
That's all, man. After they nerfed Dante, I don't care about the game anymore.
Oh yeah, they nerfed Dante.
That Under Night game's coming to PS4 soon, huh? When is it coming out?
It's already out.
Nowish.
I'm about
It
to
came
get
out Tuesday.
I am about to purchase that
Yes.
joint.
Yes, sir.
I'm not even relevant because I never heard of the series until the PS Plus game on PS3.
Dude, that main character, dude, is the coolest looking character in my opinion.
You're a weeb.
Wait, who?
The blonde hair dude, Hayato.
Hyde?
Oh, Hyde. Yeah,
Hyde.
he's Hyde.
Yeah.
They got the boy Akatsuki from his own fighting game in there still, which is nice.
Hmm.
The dude
Yeah,
with
that's a good. That's nice that you give Akatsuki like a little bit of a bone.
And the best part is you don't have to pay these rosters.
O'Neill's kind of always been around, right? Like, just
Yeah, it's
not in the limelight.
existed.
Good.
I was because there's a guy I know from a local fighting game group that plays it like almost nonstop, so I'm just curious about it.
Go on back to KOF for a second. KOF is getting King of Fighters 97 global match. It's going to get released on April for the PS4, Vita, and the PC.
Be at rest, China. You finally have your fighting game killer app.
I am getting sick and tired of these fucking 97, 98, 99 games getting released, and KOF 11 is still, they haven't got anything. I'm
I
getting
guess
sick.
KOF 12.
No.
No.
Fuck 12.
No.
Thank you. 12 is garbage.
12 is a fucking tech demo.
I was introduced to KOF by playing 12.
Oh.
Damn, the worst
My
one.
condolences.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us 12. There you go.
I would get super mad because I didn't understand that, like, quote unquote parry system where you have to hit triangle when they're about to hit you.
That's the worst.
I was like, what am I doing wrong? I don't understand.
Help.
What you're doing wrong is you're playing 12.
Oh, you know what? Would you hold on? Would you rather take 97 or 12?
97.
Or maximum impact.
97.
Maximum.
12.
But
Goddamn, Brandon.
that's all good. I guess 97 fans, you know, great.
Finally, knife fights remastered in PS4.
Oh Lord.
Oh, nap.
Wait,
You didn't hear about that?
Wait, who's gonna do the netcode?
It's supposedly going to be a Code Mystics game, so rip
Another
netcode.
Well,
They said
Another
it was
one.
going to be passed to quote Sony's third party. So translation, Code Mystics.
well,
When are we gonna get the Hakuto no Ken fighting game remastered?
What?
That's my question.
it's either that or .emu.
Shit was hype.
Emu is worse. Do you want competent online? You don't go to .emu.
Jesus.
I guess that's why they went to Code Instincts or whatever.
Yeah.
Because
They do slightly better as
Yeah.
far as arcade ports go. Last Blade 2 was a little fucked on release on a couple stages, but they were quick to release a patch and fix it.
yeah, they fixed it.
Oh. Who said this in the chat? Fuck, I lost it. It was Andre. Andre had a good point. Bloodborne guy, the Bloodborne hunter, being in a Soul Calibur. I can see that.
When the game was
shit.
first revealed, I thought that's who the mystery man was.
That'd be cool.
Rise Blood Hunter.
But as far as KOF 97 goes, I've been hearing that the secret characters will be playable from the start. No secret codes or anything.
Oh no!
Did we get a release date for that yet, or is it just coming soon?
April.
April.
Just April. They didn't say when in April.
My
but it's
birthday
in
month.
April.
Okay.
Hopefully not the same day as the Rampage movie.
I'll buy it.
Is that Rampage movie going to be good?
No, but I'm gonna go
No.
see it anyway.
Surprisingly, that Jumanji movie's doing good.
I don't get why we need to make a movie out of Rampage.
Because The Rock needs to be in more things.
Yep.
Now that
It's
was
almost as
disappointing.
stupid as a
Yeah.
Tetris movie.
Now that was disappointing. Make it a live action. Put the Rock in Rampage. Yeah, you killed it. Alright.
I thought Rock was gonna beat George. My mistake.
Wasn't George and like Lizzie like supposed to be like humans that turned into animals?
They are, but that's not how the movie's doing it.
Well, The Rock is an animal, to be fair.
Yeah, he is. He is a George.
He is the Scorpion King.
That's true.
Never forget the CGI of the Scorpion King.
Oh my god, what was that?
Oh.
Mummy Returns? That was terrible.
Yeah.
The worst mummy movie.
Shout out to The Rock.
Actually, no.
No, that would. No,
That would be
no.
the other one.
The first one was not the best. The second one was better.
I like 3 the most, to be honest.
Lord.
Jet Li was king.
Fucking
Okay,
dope.
back on
Look,
topic.
it's just fucking Jet Li.
think we're almost done with this podcast.
That dude has some kicks.
I only have one more piece of news left, unless anybody else has more. But Fightcade is getting. There's an alternative competitor to Fightcade that is called Nightcade.
Oh yeah, so original.
What the hell?
Yep, it's not a fight. It's a Nightcade. It is a Fightcade.
Is this like Fightcade night mode, dark motors?
I don't know, but it's not. It does not use peer-to-peer pings. It is not sure what the fuck it is, but apparently the beta is accessible via their Discord channel. So
That's what we said.
if these niggas have KOF 11 on there, then yay.
Yeah,
I'm
put
down.
12 on it. Yeah, we talking.
But yep, that exists. They're getting competitors, which could be good because that means that Fightcade might, do more shit because they don't want to lose to them. But we'll see.
The death.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I doubt they will lose to them if they don't have a better service.
Yeah, it really
It
depends.
depends on their game library. Like if it's just Fightcade with. If it's just the same emulator, I can't see people changing over.
I mean, Fightcade is so popular right now. They literally would have to either be a better one than Fightcade in order to thrive.
Hmm.
Apparently,
Be honest.
Apparently, right now the beta is just using the Fightcade emulator that's been Fightcade been using. So I'm like,
That's all.
Seems pointless.
Nope.
I'm all out of news. I'm all out. Do you guys have anything else you guys want?
I got nothing.
Anybody got any news that I missed?
I think we covered what needed to be covered personally.
Yeah, I think we did all the good stuff. So that's gonna be it for episode 6 of this podcast. I think it went really well. It was our debut for Twitch. What were you gonna say?
oh wait, before you do, hold on. There is something about the SNK. Did we talk about the SNK thing? About what they will not allow to censor the game.
Oh.
Oh, we talking about?
Oh yeah, they're going in with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're like, fuck you. We're not gonna censor our game.
It's all part of the plot. You need to play the game to understand why everybody's scantily clad.
Apparently, some journalists.
Fuck it.
Apparently, some journalists at Game Informer decided to ask the SNK devs if what do they think about the sexual stuff in there, and if they're gonna tone it down. And they said, and they pretty much.
Go ahead.
Wait, hold on.
They-
Hold on. Go ahead, Rivers.
They pretty much said they looked at them for a second, and then they kind of walked out of the room, and then they could be heard laughing from a distance.
It's not sexual. Our version's not sexual. It's part of the plot.
This is what I like about SNK. They don't listen to these social justice faggots.
Yeah.
And let them do uncensored things nowadays. Which I'm glad.
Listen, if you're offended by skin from characters that are not real, I think you need to reevaluate your gamer tags and probably stop and consider becoming a monk.
I admire the Yoko Taro response they gave them, to be honest. So
hey, you don't like lewds, stuff like that. Don't play the game. Buy something else. Go play Barbie Adventures on.
Yeah, this is SNK we are talking about. You guys have had a quarter of a century to get used to Mai Shiranui.
Exactly.
Yeah, SNK stands for Sex Nasty Killers.
Yep. And they have some of the most, in my opinion, they have some of the most awesome women in fighting games, no matter what they're wearing.
Yep.
I agree. SNK is the only, in my opinion, the only fighting game company that can make their characters look fashionable with civilian clothes. I feel like everybody else can't do it. You can't see Rio in a polo shirt and shit like that. It just looks weird.
Yeah, it was Red Bull attire though.
It looked
Yes,
weird.
the suit and tie before, so.
It looked weird.
SNK is why I like geese better than punks.
Yeah, but that's bullshit. SNK said, "Yeah, we don't care. We'll do it how we want."
SNK said, "Eat our asses. We'll do whatever we want."
I give them that. Shout out to SNK.
We don't care if we go broke. We've been broke before. Fuck you.
And they also looked at the way the DLC is being handled because they saw the utter dumpster fire that is BlazBlue Cross Tag and the way they're handling DLC. And SNK is looking at that, and they're learning from it. They're learning how to not do it.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how that turns out.
Yep.
They're probably gonna do it like after. Right now, they're just gonna focus on let's make the game full. And
Yeah.
not lock it behind paywall. That's how.
Yeah, they're probably. Gonna
I'm
do
interested in seeing what the final roster's gonna be.
Yeah, same.
There'll
Same.
probably be a lot of the female cast, and probably the boss is gonna be Miss X or whatever secret boss. That'll be cool. I mean, I don't think I'll be picking it up. I don't. I'm kind of on the fence. I want to see Leona in her dresses, but
Yeah, I want to grab this game on Switch because it really speaks to me like it's a Switch title.
It should have been a Switch title. I wouldn't mind that.
well,
Well, it's on PS4, so
yeah,
we'll get
it's
it.
fine. But
I will.
This game should have been at Evo.
I probably would.
I will get it, just not limited edition. Have to get it
Waifu
before.
Fighter on the Switch.
Hell yeah.
But that about does it for this episode of the podcast. This was our debut on Twitch. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, you won't know that. But yes, we are streaming on Switch from now on. Twitch, not Switch. Twitch.
You can probably find us on Switch.
Yeah, you could probably find us on our Switch. Let me just drop my gamer tag. No, I'm not gonna do that. But this is where we're gonna be. I'll probably drop the link for the Twitch in the description so you'll know for next time in case you missed this stream. But that's gonna be it for us here. We're gonna do our outro. So, Mr. Kaneki, please, where can we find you?
You can find me at Twitch, Twitter, and on YouTube. The same name as Google Order and Titties for Days.
Mr. Radrad, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at the Radrad. You can find my YouTube channel, Radrad's Rad, and my Twitch, twitch.tv/ProjectRad. Whenever I come up with something that I think will be entertaining for a somewhat sizable audience.
Awesome. Italian Stallion.
You can find me on YouTube, Italian Stallion 330, and Twitter at ITStallion330.
Okay. Hades.
I got some Injustice crap coming up soon.
Nice.
Game IT guy.
I'm on Twitter at Hades_Manticore, and I'm on YouTube at youtube.com/videogamesho. I play video games sometimes.
All right. Brendan.
You can find me on Twitter at ArcaneMagic514, and also go fuck yourself, Google.
All right. Ligaya, where can we find you?
You can find me at Legaya Rasaru on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. That's LEGAIARASERU. Be sure to follow my Twitter to keep up with what I'm doing. And Yamcha is Beast in Dragon Ball Fighters.
Nice. Renegade Operative. That's great, Renegade.
Got roasted.
You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, Renegade Operative.
Shout out to Renegade. He's a good sport. You can find me on Twitter.
You shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth.
Renegade.
Yo, shut up, man.
Where can we find you, Ren?
Eat a taco, bitch.
Do your outro, Ren. Where can we find you?
You can find me inside of Kaneki's mom. How about that?
Yo, you see, he said to me, bro. Nigga's gay for me and shit.
Yeah, your mom likes it too, bitch.
Oh Lord.
Yo, how about you suck that cock somewhere else, boy?
What the fuck you talking about sucking cock now? What a fag.
That's you, man. You into elephants? You into
What a total gamer, man. Yo, that's false.
Man, hold this one for just
Getting attacked right now.
Us.
Oh Lord.
Man, you gonna hold this L with Raph, sucker?
Nah. The worst turtle ever, to be honest.
Did he just say Raph is worst turtle? Cause he is.
See, there we go. Someone agrees.
Leo, all day. 2 swords. 2.
I agree with this.
All right, Ren. Did you want to do your actual outro even though you weren't fucking in here?
I will be on for the next one, just letting people know. And my outros are, you can find me on Twitter at RenOperative_. You can find me on YouTube at Renegade Operative. There you go.
Oh. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube at Reapers240. That was pretty funny. I didn't think Renegade was gonna get summoned that way.
You didn't think I was listening, but I heard you.
Yeah.
You summoned him with that.
Exactly. That's how you summon Ren.
Yes. I will come in as a Dark Souls enemy when I hear myself being slandered.
And you will lose.
Oh my god.
No, never.
Yes.
Anyways, it's gonna be for us, guys. We'll see you guys next time for the next podcast. Have a good night.
That is loser.